Good evening, everyone, and welcome to episode number 5 of the Motorsports Almanac. Shane, Jonathan, and Wyatt, what's going on, fellas?
Just another day in paradise.
It is. We are starting to wind down towards the end of the season. Had Enderley pull off last night. Wyatt, you went to Monroe, Wisconsin?
Yep. Went to Monroe for the Badger State final.
Yep. Oh, that was their final hook of the year? I thought they had one
Yeah.
more, like, a little bit later.
Nope, it always ends in Monroe.
Oh, yeah, for sure. You didn't go to Sandwich. JP, what's been going on with you, bud?
Nothing much. The hometown pool ended up getting canceled because of the rain, and as far as we've heard and been told, there's no reschedule for that for the Woodbury pool. Of course, you have the other Woodbury pool, but that's for later conversation.
Yeah, I think that pool is coming up in a 3 weeks, maybe, like the 30th of September or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we debated on going down to Woodbury, but we saw what the forecast was going to do, and we decided to stay home from that one. Turned out to be the right call. Watched the Enderley pull off last night. I didn't get a chance to watch the regional side of things, but the Grand National side proved to be an absolutely awesome show. The long distances were, I think, the main topic of the night. Coming out of there, seeing a 419-foot pass, I think, in the Light Unlimited. That was crazy to see. And then for them to turn around and come back in the mod class and compete in the same night after that hard of a pass was awesome to see from the Corporal Punishment team.
And that wasn't even the farthest pass of the night. Eric Stacy topped that one.
Did he really? How far did he end up going? I must have missed it.
422.
422. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Then it just seemed like for the light super stocks, they just killed them for some reason. They were stopping them quick.
A tougher track for light supers is never really the answer. They kind of like a looser type of dirt. See, the Enderley type track has always seemed to be like one of the toughest there is in the country. And we kind of saw it in Bowling Green Thursday night after the rain. It turned into kind of after the four drives ran, then it turned into like a bully type track for the light supers. And guys either would get hooked up or they wouldn't get hooked up at all. So it's kind of a thing. So
yeah. So I think the main rumor I've seen on Facebook today, we're going to jump into the rules that we have an idea of what happened. But the main rumor I've heard today is that Jeff Hurd has an unlimited. I haven't been able to confirm or deny it.
It's not true.
It's not true at all.
No, from multiple people that were there, it was just a publicity stunt.
Of course. Anything for clicks, right?
Yeah,
but
that was confirmed by multiple sources. So
yeah, Billy Beers win the unlimited class. I thought was really cool to see to cap off his year.
There was a couple in the Grand National side of it that haven't won a Grand National hook in who knows how long, and they ended up winning it. Billy, I don't remember the last time Billy has won a Grand National points hook.
I really don't either.
And Craig Smith won in the light super stock. Craig hasn't won a light super stock hook, I don't think, ever. But he's gotten second, third, fourth, all the way up there.
That's a really good place to get your first win, I'd say, being at the early pull-off, though.
I think it was cool that Billy also got the side bet win, too, between them.
What was a side bet?
It wasn't part of any full pull bets, nothing like that. It was each driver in the unlimited class, $1,000, throw it in a pot, winner take all.
Wow. So they're putting $5,000 there.
Besides what they give out through the Enderley Fuel Injection Company.
Oh, wow. So somebody went home with a really nice payday in the Unlimiteds last night then.
I think it was $3,500 was the regular check that Billy got, and then plus another $4,000 extra. Not the $5,000 he put $1,000 in, but $4,000 extra. So
yeah,
walk away with an extra $7,500. That's kind of a good set of fuel money.
Yeah, I would say so. Let's see. What have we got coming up left? I think next weekend for Mid-South, we have Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. Jonathan, are you coming with me to that one? Or we haven't even talked about it. I doubt you'll be able to.
It really just depends.
Yeah. Why don't you go over Monroe last night? We haven't even – you had a heck of a show in your hands over there from the vehicles I saw that were there.
From what we actually have a show, it was good. It was a really good show. It was moving faster than last year. Last year with 9 classes, they had 100 and I think 4 or 5 hooks. This year they had one
Mhm.
of A classes, but they had 120. So they had
Oh
more.
wow.
They had more yet. So 20, 23 4-1s, 21 hot farms, 20 light limiteds.
They had strip 20 like limited supers.
Yeah, it
Wow.
was insane.
Who
It's-
won that class? I haven't seen any results or anything.
Actually, the top 4 was none of Badger State tractors at all.
Were they all the ones that came over from Missouri?
The winner was Darren Heineck with Possessed out of Eddyville, Iowa.
Is that the John Deere diesel?
That's the clean looking 4010. Then Robinson boys were either 2 and 3 or 3 and 4. I can't remember which one. Then one of
Was it Otto?
I don't want to speculate. I cannot remember off the top of my head, but it was not. All I know is the top 4 were not Badger State tractors.
That's kind of crazy to say too. I mean,
And-
Badger State's got a really, really tough group of light limiteds. I mean, all the way up there in Wisconsin, Iowa, and I mean that entire group. I mean, they dominated Shipshewana last year.
Oh, it's and there's some guys that are on the WTPA side that couldn't even go.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Who ended up winning the light limiteds for regional side of things yesterday?
One of the ride all tractors, I believe, it was the 570, not the chicken coop.
Really? So Rolf got what, second or third?
Rolf got third. It was all real close, though.
Was it?
Yeah.
I was really curious to know how that was going to match up because I think if we remember right from last year that the ride all said that they were going to have a new engine in that both tractors this year.
Yeah, Charles could give more information on that. He's real tight with the ride all family. From what it sounds like, it's going to happen sooner than later.
Yeah. Charles was supposed to be here, but he's unfortunately feeling a little under the weather. So we were really counting on him to come to us with like direct coverage from the Enderley pull-off, but that's all right. We all watched the live stream, and it was an enjoyable one for sure. Just trying to think of anything crazy that happened out at the Enderley. If we heard anything that have come out on the rules by chance, I haven't seen anything yet.
Mm-mm.
I'm just going to say it's less than what we think of what was going to pass.
Really?
I don't believe there's a lot. I know nothing happened in Super Farm, nothing happened in Pro Stock, and nothing happened in those Diesel Super Stock.
Okay.
What was the proposed rule for Diesel Super?
More fuel and water testing, and then the head bolt location. From what I've asked multiple people, and they gave me an answer of nothing's happened. So I don't know if they went. I don't know if that's true or not, but from multiple people that I've asked, they've given me the answer of no, nothing has happened. But I want to hear it straight from what the proposal come from the meeting. So
Right.
Mm-hmm.
until that comes out, I'm still taking that in as a rumor.
Yeah. I think the biggest one that we're going to be looking for, I think the most eyes are on the mini rod class this time with everything that's happened this year.
And Charles and Ryan and Cody did this on Sidetracked, where they went over each rules of each class. And I think mini rods was the one that I believe would have the rules that would come in more than the other class, because it wasn't more or less competition spec other than, the overdrive and then your hitch height.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, it was straight safety, Hans device, more bracing, whatever you want to call it, here and there.
Yeah.
And I think.
We actually had the discussion in our group chat about the Hans devices themselves and how they probably wouldn't necessarily prevent the injuries that would be sustained while pulling a mini.
Right. And you can make a Hans device mandatory too. There's guys using them. Andy Corporal was using one in Bowling Green when he wrecked. Still didn't stop from the injury, because a Hans device is supposed to go forward and back. I mean, they use them in Top Fuel and Funny Car because of the G's they pull.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you could move like this side to side in the cage, and all of a sudden your helmet's bouncing off the padding, the Hans device ain't gonna save it.
Yeah.
No.
So
it would.
Other than that, I still have not heard anything else from other classes. Light Pro Stock, haven't heard anything yet.
What was the proposals there?
Multiple.
Weren't they going to try to limit the turbo or something in that class?
They wanted to limit the amount of fins that there are in the exhaust wheel. I think it's no less than 8 fins, 6 fins, 8 fins. Someone throw it in the comments. I don't remember exactly how many fins it was.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't remember either. No intercoolers are coming to Superfarm on the NTPA side. We do know that. I got struck down quickly.
Really expected for a bit more of a wave with that one than there was, honestly.
And
you've got a bunch of people.
It's not going to happen.
I mean, I don't think it should by any means.
No.
Well, and my uncle's there. We pulled up the Enderley. The vote was more than unanimous. It was like,
really?
Yeah, I think out of 50 people, there was like 40. It was 47-3 or something like that.
Yeah.
So,
wow.
It didn't pass even close.
How that even came to be, I don't even know.
Well, how any rule, it's the same thing. It gets proposed to the representative of the class. The representative of the class cannot say no to putting it up for vote. But to those who proposed rules, thank you. But in some speculations, like
that one in particular, no thanks.
Why? Well, even the pro stock. I mean, I said this on Sidetracked. We were getting messages and even straight conversations with guys in the pro stock class that, like, why would we go down 9,500 pounds? The amount of wheel speed we have to begin with, we can't hook it up the way it is in certain tracks. Now you go down 9,500, the tires are just going to expand even more, even with the Mitas, because Mitas already expand.
Right.
So
that was the one that really baffled me, was wanting them to go over 500 pounds lighter. I was like, okay, why?
Yeah, that would get ugly. That would start.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah, but I kind of understand it with safety. I mean, keep it off the drive lines. But when was the last time a pro stock really ate up a drive line? Brand Simon Sandwich is the only one I've known since Louisville. And Louisville's short and bully, so that's always tough with anybody, even modified. So,
yeah. Have a few people tune in. Mr. Jeff Walters from Attica, Ohio. Justin Van Valkenburg is watching from Saline, Michigan. Russell Dostal.
Russell's not Spencer. We're watching that poll right now, unless he's doing double duty here.
Yeah, he's in Pierce, Nebraska. He's from Pierce, Nebraska, so I assume he's watching from home.
Yeah, but
yeah,
I think we can start brother, what?
I think your brother came in with the top 4.
That's right. I think it was 4 out of the top 5. Earl's Dream does run Badger State, but he does not run the complete points.
No.
So
that's exactly right.
Still runs real good.
Yeah. So I guess let's touch a little bit on Sandwich, because Sandwich was a really, really fun show to watch. I mean, we had a debut driver, Jesse Roberts, on the Wicked Whitetail. He had a great first run, and then the second one he suffered some damage, but still congratulations to him on his debut run. I know he's put in a lot of work and time on that tractor with his dad to be able to drive it finally. And then Matt Goodwin with Intimidator, he won both sessions.
Oh, yeah. Right? Clean sweep.
By a lot.
The second session was much closer than the first. First session, you kind of laid it out there.
First session, nobody was catching that tractor. I don't care what you had under the hood, nobody was catching Intimidator.
Yeah, it's just he's been fighting that thing all year, let's be honest.
He's been fighting that thing for a couple.
Yeah, I mean, end of the year last year, he was running well. But before that, when it comes to, the early part of the year, wasn't out, wasn't getting parts, wasn't able to do much. Burn pistons, to lay off 2 solid passes and to get your first Grand National win since 2003 Bowling Green. Yeah, I'd say that's a way to cap off the year.
Yeah, there was another tractor that showed up too that doesn't run NTPA typically.
Scrappy?
Yeah. Came out again.
Yeah.
Third on the second session. What did he get the first session? Was that?
Third first session, second session.
Oh, I thought Esden got second in both. Okay.
No, Esden was second the first session, then he was 4th the second session. Scrappy was 3rd in the afternoon, 2nd at night, because he just passed Travis for
Yeah. Hey, got to give the dude credit for actually coming over and running with NTPA. Got to give the guy credit.
In his interview that we did on the ranking show early, what was it, last November-ish? He said he was going to go to Sandwich last year, but then all of a sudden he couldn't go.
Yeah, I mean I'm really happy to see it because it's another tractor that's joined into the ranks of the super stock on the NTPA side.
Mm-hmm.
But from what I've seen, there's another new one coming. They bought a Grand National license this year, but they didn't get a chance to run. That was the Olding family. They revealed their new chassis on Facebook the other day, I think.
Yeah, Mike Stinson and Ace Chassis did the entire thing, and Oldens gave them permission Mike's permission to say that it was theirs. And
that's awesome.
Like you said, Oldens didn't get out much this year at all. They got to Winston-Salem, North Carolina for a Carolina Pullers pull. A couple local hooks they hit. Other than that, they didn't really get out much. Parts didn't come in. Same thing with Radish's MA. So everybody's fighting that. That's super stock's always that way.
Yeah, everybody's still fighting the parts demon. Trust me.
Mm-hmm.
We know.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be like that for a while.
Yeah, but we also had a debut go down here in the last couple of weeks. I was actually in Springfield, Tennessee pulling, and I had the chance to watch the Hartman family make their first pass on the Meltdown tractor.
Yep.
Now, we haven't all three been together to discuss this. I think letter A, it couldn't have gone to a better family as much as they've worked with DNR over the years.
Mm-hmm.
For them to get the Meltdown tractor. And letter B, I think it was still a shock to everybody, though, because I don't think anybody ever saw Meltdown getting sold. I certainly didn't see it coming.
I don't hate it at all. I like
no, not at all.
I see why they did it though. When you think about Rodney and Dennis's situation, when it comes to how much work they have, not just the performance side of things, they've got a lot of customers.
The trucking side and the farming side. I mean, they farm
what they farm 20. What do they farm? Close to 20,000 acres. Besides the performance stuff,
I think it's more than 20.
It's a lot. It is a lot, and I think, well, and everybody knows Meltdown is such a historic tractor when it comes to pro stock. It's been around for good Lord knows how long. Won a lot. It's known everywhere it goes. And when you drop the doors and it's rolling out of the trailer, everyone's like, all right, we got to go run that one tonight.
Yeah, exactly. And they did a great job. I think they got third.
Oh, yeah. Third in your foot and a half behind Masterson's with your first time out ever in a pro stock class. That's absolutely nothing to hang your head about.
Yeah.
And I think that was the coolest thing, to keep it on Dad's legacy. And
exactly, yeah.
I think Dennis and Rodney will be right beside it whenever it's local or whenever they need help. They'll be right there with them.
Yeah.
And I believe they're retiring the Super Farm chassis, but I think they said for now. So
yeah, I talked to
Brad.
Brad.
Say they're going to retire the 4.1?
Yes, they did say this on the Facebook post, and you can go back and read it. I did talk to Brad also. The motor will be sold sometime. Don't know when. Chassis is going to get parked for a while. Don't know when they'll come back with it. It's not going to get sold. The chassis is going to stay with them. Yeah. What they're going to come back with, that is to be determined.
Okay. And they're changing the name of Meltdown as well to Hardcore Addiction Meltdown
Edition, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You have to keep a Meltdown name with that tractor. You have to.
Yeah,
I would
say, but it sounds like they're going to run Champion Store next year. Which that's what I've been told.
Maybe.
Not confirmed yet, but we'll talk to Brad and Andrew here soon.
Yeah. I'll tell you the thing that I'm the most curious to know is if Schnitkers are completely finished, because I know Bite and Binder is still sitting there.
They'll run Bite and Binder because it ran all season with state association. Just Meltdown was never the one to run a lot.
Right. I mean, it never got out.
Right. Dennis was always out with it.
Yeah, exactly. Trying to think. Oh yeah, that's a really good point. How about
Lammer's no pro stock?
Yeah,
well,
that's a good point.
New, if you want to go that way. proud of it.
Yeah.
It's
Calls it
got its
Tomahawk.
story history if you know where it come around from.
Yeah, it was the under new management.
And then it was Light My Fire.
Yeah, it was Danny Dukes's, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Before Danny Dukes built the tractor that he has now.
Right. Yep.
That's right. It ran good.
Yeah, they're running again. They're running again tonight. They're in Ashland, Ohio, for another Ohio State hook. Yeah, because Shelton's are up there too.
I was gonna say Shelton's good at that one too, because I know they got second last night with theirs.
Yep.
And
Talked to Grayson last night.
Yeah, Deer Tracks Attack won it last night. Is that the right Deppen tractor?
Yeah, by 2 feet.
Man,
Grayson said he was on the brake for about 150 feet.
Jeez.
You're on the brake that long with a Pro Stock. It's a lot of footage you're taking off.
Yeah, no kidding.
So, yeah. Well, I think since we started talking about the newer stuff or new to them, do we want to keep going and say what's all new we're seeing?
Yeah, sure. You still have that picture saved that I sent you, don't you? Or do I need to pull it up?
Refresh my memory. There's a lot of new stuff.
Hang on. I'm scrolling.
But
Bill Voorhees' new modified came out. He had a run with it somewhere. I didn't ever see where. I think it was somewhere in Indiana.
Roanoke, Indiana.
Yep. Ran good too. Showed promise.
Mm-hmm. And the history behind that is a old long chassis. Which one was that? I can't remember which one Simons have.
Simons have the MAF TV one, right?
That's what I thought. And then they
which would have been the blue one. So that would have made the one that Voorhees has the red one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, red one, black one, bullseye.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
We can go with that.
Yeah, Keith's tractor.
Was that the Lucas Oil? That was
Lucas Oil bullseye.
Yeah.
Lucas Oil one. Yeah, the Simons had MAF TV before they put new fenders on it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, yeah.
I want to talk about the one that I'm looking forward to the most is Matt Cain building a modified, if that's true. I'm really excited for that.
It's been in the works for a while. When we will see it, we don't know yet.
Yeah, we have no idea.
We knew that let's be honest. If we knew that Voorhees is coming back, it's just we were supposed. There, Doug. What Doug said.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
So that was the black. So was that the black version of American Thunder that he ran for a minute?
That makes me wonder. Then did they just put new fenders on it after Bill had it originally?
Mm-hmm. There are some dots that need to be connected there.
I couldn't tell either. Were they Brad Anderson? I know they're Hemis, but were they Brad Anderson Hemis or were they MBR ones? Because
didn't he buy blowers from Shelton's to put on that tractor?
My memory's blanking here now.
It's been so long.
They're Noonans. They're Noonans. Okay. Noonans. From the video, I couldn't tell. Like my eyes are deceiving me. I couldn't get close enough to see which one they were on there. But Noonan style Hemis, yeah, they'll run good. But
yeah, exactly.
We knew that Bill was coming back. It's just we didn't think it was gonna be this year. We thought it was gonna be early next year when we'd see Bill back. But
right.
I think that the old American Thunder coming back is just gonna excite people.
Oh,
absolutely. I mean,
yeah,
the guy's a legend in his own right. As many years and as many championships as he's won.
Mm-hmm. When I heard that he was coming back, I didn't see him coming back to the unlimited class because the last time he was in the unlimited class, I kind of gave him a scare.
Yeah,
a couple wild rides here and there, but
who knows? It did. Let's see what else.
There was a new to them pro stock in Monroe yesterday. Dan Zahner, who owned the Still Digging tractor, which was a hot farm. He owned another hot farm. I cannot remember the name of it because it's not around Badger State a lot. Sold the hot farms. Well, he had rumored to buy a pro stock from said town in Iowa. Ended up being the 4555 that Jason Rowan had owned.
Was that the shorter caged John Deere?
The real short cage John Deere with the big hood.
The
Okay.
one that he had, didn't he have it posted for sale not too long ago?
Yeah,
Oh,
it
it's been
posted
posted
since
for sale since this time last year, wasn't it?
it was. I think it was roughly after because they debuted at Highland last year. Same thing when the Claws came
Yeah.
out.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it was for sale late, like November ish, and then it's been for sale since then.
Mhm.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
seeing it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I mean, we want to talk about some of the chassis and tractors that are for sale right now. The Red Fox is for sale. I think he's just straight up retiring, isn't he?
Yeah, Horse did say that they're retiring. So, yep.
Okay, so then we have that. Then Kester posted. I'm having a misunderstanding as to what's for sale. Are all three of them for sale?
I want to reread that post and see how Adam worded it because
He
I'm
worded
kind
it
of
funny.
I want to know what he meant by that too. I don't know if it did he mean one chassis, or did he mean a specific chassis, or all of
See,
them? Or
here's the thing: I just don't see him selling Footloose. I don't see that.
Maybe he's just going a different route.
which that one surprised me. That's how they were with Walk the Line when they first came out with that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Only one they didn't have the body on for the first year, and then did real well.
yeah, it did.
So
It really did. Dustin, I don't know. I haven't heard anything as far as the Mid-South rules yet. I'm still waiting to hear about that one. Mikey White, the only thing left from Bill's old tractor is the rear end. Lon put a new frame and fenders and everything on it. Never they got a hold of it.
Okay.
Yeah. Doug says one is for sale. Take your pick.
Oh, well, there you go.
I guess he's just looking to go down to 2.
that or change because
Yeah,
I don't see him taking the seat away from Ron unless Ron just completely gets out of it.
Yeah.
So
That's exactly right. As far as for vehicles for sale and all that, that's all I know of as of right now.
yeah, because Kester's got one for sale. Horse is getting out of it. They're retiring.
Mm-hmm.
I think everything else has kind of been out there for a little while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to think what else. There's a lot. Okay. I mean, we can get on it of combining what we talk about rules changes and stuff for sale. There's a lot of light pro chassis for sale.
Yeah, just getting started. That's the other one I was wanting to mention too.
Well, he's not the only one. Hopkins with Just Getting Started got his for sale. Clark with Rackham, the Outlaws, literally just put new frame and everything on his. Now he's looking for a component chassis. There's a new light pro coming out of Missouri here soon. Justin Grimes, just another buck, how the Outlaws. His is for sale.
Really?
Relentless. You know, Meadows, right?
Yeah, Meadows Old Tollsboro.
Meadows is still for sale.
Yeah. Y'all, if you're looking to get into pulling or wanting to change classes, I mean, there's a lot of good pieces out there.
Mm-hmm. Well, speaking of some that moved, if you're looking to get into pulling, as RJ Simon says, RJ and them did sell the two-wheeler.
Which one?
Loud and Low.
When they do
Really?
that,
Where'd it go?
It went to Texas.
Of course it did.
The
Okay.
Hunt family that has Shameless, calling Loud and Low Shameless too. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Jamie Qualls, I would like to know if this is true. He said, I hear the heavy 6.5 turbo intake side was passed for the pro stocks.
I don't know.
I would like to know if that's true.
Well, I don't know what you mean by pass. I mean, there was one tractor that ran a 6.5-inch turbo in Louisville. I mean, now I don't think he has that back on anymore.
Don't think so either.
I mean, it was never a rule that you couldn't run a limited size, but
Right. Russell said best, like RJ said, everything is for sale but not on sale.
famous words.
That is.
All
right. So do we want to go into our own announcement?
Well, I was thinking, we've had the announcements of the official points winners for a few classes.
Yeah, we did. Freeze got Super Farm.
Correct. Ryan in second, and
which I'm going to quiz you two. Who was the last Deere Super Farm to win a title?
Counts.
When?
2010.
There you go.
Well, there you go. I think we talked about this before as well.
Because it broke
I just rolled it off.
Because when Salenbean won the title in 11, he broke a streak of 4 in a row by Deers, and then it went 12 titles in a row for Red.
Mm-hmm. It did.
Because it was Sietsema, and then it went Jamie Morrow, then it went Counts, then the Red streak.
I thought Wolverine Deer 3 won one in between there somewhere.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about, Sietsema.
No, well, I count that as Orange Schmitz because, I mean, he was the main one who drove that one.
Yeah.
My bad.
Pro stocks, interesting to see the rookie.
Injected
funds.
Injected funds, which that tractor is no stranger to winning. Because
no, it's not.
When Brandon RJ had it last year, it still won too. So
yeah, so credit to him, man. I mean, rookie on the circuit. Excuse me. Went to a lot of places he had never been before, and to come out with a Grand National win and title is just it's awesome.
His driving skills got. I'll say this: his driving skills got a lot better.
Yeah, they.
So, but good for him. I'll say that. Good for him.
Yeah, it was.
Who's next?
See, what else was crowned in
Superstock Open, Rutten Deer 2.
Yep, he was early when they crowned him. He was after Bowling Green.
Yeah. Brett Berger modified champ. Who won the mod title?
Brandon Simon.
Simon, okay.
Because Tommy Owens had a 1-point advantage over Brandon going into the first session sandwich. Brandon won. Tommy was second. Ties them going into the night session. Tommy had the lead. Brandon takes over the lead to win the points.
Is that not the second year in a row Tommy's gotten subbed by a point?
Yeah, Tommy's gotten runner-up 3 years in a row.
Jeez Louise, man. That's got to sting.
Mm-hmm.
That's got to sting.
We had two-wheel drive. Donnie Sullivan.
Big stick.
Big stick.
Yeah.
Big stick.
This year was the first time they ran NTPA in a while.
Yeah, it was the first interview they made since like 2005, I heard.
That's crazy.
That's just for how long they've been around. That honestly surprises me.
Yeah.
Because Wayne's been around this game since some of these older generation veterans are born.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wyatt, your brother came in with this. Said two very interesting takeaways from interleague pull-off. One, only four-wheel drive and mini and regional national competition were not Region 2 competitors. And two, there were no repeat Grand National winners from last year's interleague. Is that true?
The regional stuff, yeah. Because four drive was O'Connor, and then mini rod was Mary Kell. She wasn't Region 2, she was Region 4.
Oh, did Mary get her one?
Yeah, Mary won.
Awesome.
He made a hell of a pass.
That's awesome.
I think the rest of them were all Region 2s, except for I have to go back and look.
Okay. No repeat interleague Grand National winners though. That's crazy.
Yeah, none of them were the same. None of them. And then, like they said last year, there was only one or two repeat champions from last year when it comes to points champions in general.
Who was that?
Adam Bauer and gosh, I think that might have been it, really. Because everybody else was new. Zane won his first title. Brent Meyer won his first title. Freeze won their first title.
That's their first?
Yes, that's their first title. They were close for a lot of years. Well, Adam Bauer won the Unlimited, and the year before that was Joe. Mod was Brandon. The year before that was Brett. Light Modify was only like technically new winner because it wasn't a class last year, and that was Corporal Punishment. Let's see what forward drive was Mark Mangan. The year before that was Zering.
Yeah.
Light Superstock was Terry Blackburn, considered him dangerous. The year before that was Detonator Black.
Yeah.
And because Detonator was the winner of the interview last year. Superstock Diesel's Kent Payne. And we said this in our own rights, and I called this too, that Kent was going to win the title this year because he was so close for a couple of years and he got one.
Yeah.
Because Travis was the winner last year, and Travis couldn't Travis just had an up and down year. Am I missing one?
No, I think you got them all.
Well, diesel trucks.
I think you got them all.
Yeah.
Let's see. There was something else I was going to mention too. Can't remember what it was. Shoot. He'll come back
JP
to
got
me.
anything?
Not off the top of my head. I mean, like I said at the beginning of the show, as far as pools for Mid-South go, Woodbury got canceled. There's no rescheduling. Me and Shane talked about Lawrenceburg. I think as far as schedule-wise for Mid-South goes, we have, Lawrenceburg and Woodbury at Beans, and that's it.
Right.
Fayetteville's on Friday.
Do what?
Fayetteville's on Friday.
Okay, Fayetteville. So Fayetteville, Lawrenceburg,
Beans.
Beans, and that'll wrap up the Mid-South schedule.
Yeah. We're nowhere near done, though. We still got a few things to talk about.
Yep.
I say we go into our own announcement.
Yeah. I'll be honest, we missed a couple Grand National classes like diesel trucks and semis, but
Yeah.
we can touch back on that later. But
I think we actually mentioned diesel trucks on the last live.
Yeah, we
Maybe.
did.
okay.
All right. So, as y'all know, we told you guys there were some new things coming for us, and one of them are finally here. And y'all saw we changed our logo here about a month ago to something.
I think it was a little over a month ago.
different.
Ish.
But we have a brand new one to show off, and this is the final product. We are finished with this logo creating process. And I want to send a huge shout out to Eagle Manufacturing for doing this for absolutely nothing. Couldn't say a bigger thank you to them.
They do great work.
If it'll pull up. Hang on. Why are you not working?
There's that Wi-Fi.
No, it's not the Wi-Fi. It's just my computer being dumb. Okay, it was working before we went live. Hang on 1 second.
Got a lot of technology, boys.
Yeah, especially whenever it works, and then it doesn't. It's even better.
You would think with the generation that we're growing up in, we're a bunch of technology geeks, and yet,
You're also talking to me, so keep that in mind.
You said it, not us.
Yeah, I know.
We already considered that.
Yeah.
Um,
See if it does it now.
Well, why ain't get anything to pass the time?
Yep, here we go. I fixed it. There it is. This is going to be our brand new logo.
is it there?
I'm not seeing it.
Isn't that showing on your screen?
No.
Mm-mm.
Anybody?
It's showing it on my side.
Anybody in the comments
Oh,
see it?
okay. Well, it's on. It's not on my screen here, but it is on. I'm looking at the live right now, and it's on there. So
Okay.
that's all
Let's
that
take a
matters.
look. Yeah, so
Yeah,
this is our new logo going forward. Can I say thank you to all of them for getting this done in pretty short time, actually. They got done like 2 weeks, I think. And they originally told me it was going to take a little bit to get done, but they finally got it done.
Mm-hmm.
And,
We have got. We're going to start getting crew shirts.
We are.
And all our stuff made up here soon. We've got that talked out with certain company that has done a few things for the NTPA and a few wraps here and there, and we've got a cool little.
Yeah.
There's gonna be some cool stuff coming out of that because we've got a few friends that we might be.
I was about to say, I know we've been talking about it, shirts, stickers, this and that.
Shirts.
Well, it's really not, something we just jumped into. We've been waiting on the logo, trying to get what we wanted, the way we wanted it, and now we can pull the trigger on it and
Get her going.
We played around with it for a couple weeks,
Yep.
to say the least.
Mm-hmm.
And Yeah, so we have a couple more of announcements coming down the pipeline. There's one in particular for 2024 that I'm really, really excited to make whenever it gets closer to time and we get confirmed of what's going to happen there. Can't wait. I will go ahead and say there's at least 3 of us going to Midwest Winter Nationals in Shipshewana for that poll. And that I was just looking at the numbers for that today. The Midwest Winter Nationals already has 215 entries.
I was told they closed off Hot Farm entry for good.
I was hoping
there's no more Hot Farms can come in.
There was 64, I think.
Something like that. Or they cut it down a few already because they want to get like an even number of the 3.
Yeah.
Oh,
let's see. I've got it pulled up. Hang on. Kano Minis, Classic Mods. There's only 3 light limited signed up so far.
Which that one's the surprising one because usually light limiteds are balls to the wall getting in there.
Well,
So.
I think there was another holdup too that they said that we're going to wait to see what came out of the rules meeting for NTPA before they decide what the final rules for that were going to be. That might be what some of the holdup is.
Right.
That's pretty fair.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Last thing you want to do is enter and then be able to not go.
Right. Robert said, "You guys pulling in ship?"
No, sir. I am not. I am hoping to go back on the mic, but if not, then I will definitely be there filming for the Almanac.
Do you have an indoor pipe?
Not yet.
That's what I say.
Does, but...
You very easily can.
Yeah, probably.
For us, I'm gonna say no because we've never pulled indoor ever.
What just happened to my computer?
So yeah, it's not for everything.
By the way, Wyatt, we were wrong. It's 66 entries on the Hot Farms.
That's 22
per flight.
Per flight.
Lord.
Dana, are you guys gonna take the Hot Farm to ship if y'all can somehow get in?
Yeah, I don't even know if our tractor's gonna be ready by that time because we've got some major changes coming. So
yeah.
And yeah, it'll be quite significant. So
yeah, Super Farm's got 11 entries in it right now.
Mm-hmm.
The 5.0 Pro stock class actually has 4 entries in it already. I look for that number to grow.
Shane, he just said sold today. Which I knew that was coming.
Did you?
Mm-hmm. Said something about it. I can't remember if it was Rockwell or if it was somewhere else they said that.
I was actually kind of looking forward to watching them go Hot Farm.
Okay. Next topic.
That falls to you because it is NHRA time.
Oh, racing. Yay.
Yeah, we'll sit here. We'll listen.
Well, we met on our last live. We didn't go over the U.S. Nationals. That was on Labor Day weekend, and we did not have a show. But the week before that, we did. U.S. Nationals. From Brainerd. I'm going to track back to Brainerd too. We had 2 repeat winners, and that was on the 2 top classes of the racing side of it. So in Brainerd, top fuel was Antron Brown. He also won the U.S. Nationals, and Antron, believe it or not, on the very last qualifying session of the U.S. Nationals, he made it in. Number 15 qualifier. And he goes on and he wins it. Which there's a statistic on the NHRA Live of how many 15 qualifiers have ever made to the finals or won. It was very low. And especially the U.S. Nationals. The U.S. Nationals is the biggest race in the world.
Yeah.
So that's just crazy to see. And Antron's been doing this forever, and he's just insanely good driver. And then Ron Capps in one of the coolest wraps, I will say, ever on a funny car. And believe me, I don't like super bodies. And I wish it was a Ford or a Camaro or a Demon or whatever you want to call it for a funny car body. But Don the Snake Perdome wrapped tribute car, and he goes and wins the U.S. Nationals, wins back-to-back Brainerd and U.S. Nationals. So that was quite a sight to see. and
It was.
that was just cool. And Don was there. Don wasn't even quite sure if he was going to make the race, and he gets there and he's right behind the starting line. That was such a cool sight to see that Don got to see his tribute car win the U.S. Nationals on Labor Day Monday. Down the Pro Stock section, Matt Hartford won the U.S. Nationals. I don't know if that was his first or second time winning there. Might have been his first. Matt Smith ended up winning the Pro Stock motorcycle, and for those who pay attention to NHRA drag racing, Gage Herrera has been one of the most dominant forces I've ever seen Pro Stock motorcycle this year. To start the year, he won like 3 or 4 consecutive races, and just nothing stopped him. The most dominant start to the year, and kind of fell off for a little bit. Still consistent now. He's won one since then. But Countdown to the Championship is on.
Yep.
It started this week in Maple Grove. I don't remember if Maple Grove is over yet. It probably is by now. I have not looked at results yet.
Yeah.
But
you went out to their regional event, didn't you? That was up there and close to you.
Yeah, we'll cover that after this, but we'll start with the top side of things.
Yep.
And one of our polling friends who also drag races in their section, the Shelton family, they were racing at the U.S. Nationals. They made the field, but they were out. I think it was second round due to red light, or one of the two. And Chris Thorne, and that team, they ended up winning the U.S. Nationals, and the pro mod category is kind of like a 2-race horse right now. It's just tough. Thorne and Bond and Shelton's, I think, somewhere in the mid-pack range of points, but that pro mod class is just loaded with a lot of guys who've been in this game for a long time. I wish there was a lot more turbo I wish there was a lot more turbo cars in that class, but with it being quarter mile, guys want to get out quick and get going. Mm-hmm. That's why they all go to the Pro Charger or the blowers. So, yeah, I guess I can see if Maple Grove has ended yet because it's 7:50 here, so should be over. Pep Boy Nationals, Maple Grove. I don't see anything yet. Yeah, I got nothing. So,
they may have had a rain delay or something. No, we've been getting a little bit of rain.
Could be. We'll see. We'll touch on that in the next live. But yeah, I did end up going to the U.S.
Rain out. Andy Gerbach said.
Ran out. Okay. So
Gerbach, for how long have you been here?
Yeah, they'll race on Monday. Yeah, they usually race on Mondays after a rain out. If they can't get it done on Monday, they usually just move it to like qualifying the next race. So NHRA had Division 5. It was regional racing at Earlville, which Earlville, if any of you in the Midwest know where that's at, it's not too far from over here in Eastern Iowa. It's about 25-minute drive from the Simon's camp over in Farley. They had a couple of guys that race over there too, so it's kind of cool to see. But yeah, got to get over there right before polling started in my hometown that afternoon.
Oh yeah, you made your debut pass. We haven't even talked about that yet.
Yeah, we'll just leave that alone.
Why?
I just might as well.
Dude, something to be celebrated. You did awesome.
But yeah, there wasn't many on the top side of things. There was not many top alcohol dragsters or funny cars there. There was 3 in each of those classes. And then I believe wasn't Fiona Crisp. Fiona Crisp ended up being the runner-up, and she hasn't made many races this year at all. She's not from the U.S. I believe she's from either Austria or Australia. I couldn't remember what the announcer had said, but I did get some videos, did get some times, and the fastest time we had on the top alcohol dragster side of it, and this is around quarter mile, was 5:34, 274 miles an hour.
Shoo. It's a little bit of scooting, I'd say.
That's boogieing. They're not supercharged or nothing. They're naturally aspirated nitro V8. They fly. And then fastest time for the top alcohol funny car, which those guys do run blowers, but they don't run nitro. I believe it was 566, 253 miles an hour.
Good Lord.
And if you've ever seen top alcohol in person, it's kind of cool because they have like a throttle stop about 4,000 RPMs or so. They start bumping into the box. And they're still in that limiter. They take off, and then it's just wide open. They cruise. So it's a cool sight to see. And there's only 3 of them in each class, but we got some good videos, got some cool stuff for warm-ups, talked to a few drivers. Some guys and for you blower heads that know superchargers, one guy was running a top dragster with 0% overdrive and on a small 471 blower. That's tiny. So
yeah.
But yeah, I was only there for the first round of everything, and then I had to leave for the pole. So but Earlville is such a cool track for us. It's got one of the longest shutdown areas. I think my brother can throw it in if he knows, but I think it's longer than a quarter mile of a shutdown area. So it's quarter mile track. If it's quarter mile track, it's like 1,500 feet of shutdown.
Yeah.
So there's usually not a lot of accidents that happen there, but if they do, they happen like way in the deep end of the shutdown area. So they're able to get cleaned up and not on the actual racing surface. But
well, at those speeds, you have to have plenty of room.
Right. It's to run a lot of a quarter mile, and I like this, but I don't like at the same time that Earlville does not run at night, so they don't have to worry about anything flying that you don't see.
No, okay.
You can see everything. You can see everything that happens: oil spills, fuel, parts, shrapnel, whatever it is flying. You can see everything that happens.
I mean, it makes sense.
It does. Which for how long the track's been around, I don't see them going to any sort of lights anytime soon. I think it'll just stay. It's up for sale too by the family, so I don't see them going to touch on the facilities anytime in the near future. So other than that, I think we'll just wait until tomorrow when we see the Maple Grove results. I do know that they had some of the fastest times we've seen this season. Justin Ashley was the number 1 qualifier before eliminations. He was running 367 at 335 miles an hour. And then the top for funny car was Bob Tasca, 386, 336 miles an hour. But it's been kind of like a theme this season, I'll say, when it comes to times that they haven't been running as fast if it's good weather. It's been kind of hit or miss. So it's good to see that this weekend was good, weather until the rain today. So yeah. All right. What do we want to touch on next, boys? Anybody in the comments got anything?
Yeah, y'all get yours in. Gonna go about a couple more minutes here. What's coming up next for us? Wyatt, you're done with pulling for the year, aren't you?
My year's done for any motorsport.
Okay.
Done. I'm finished. From here on out, it's just work.
Yeah. We got contacted by Battle of Bluegrass to come and cover their event. That's the David Bewley and Memorial Pull.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking to someone this weekend, and they said we're expecting at least 30 light limited supers to be out there, along with the hot farms and the 2.6 class, 3.0 combo class. I think they run the semis, and light supers are all going to be out there. I know there's some good tractors making the trip already that I've gotten confirmed. So you pullers are free October the 7th. I know it's busy time for farmers with corn and all that stuff. Give that pull a look. It's going to be a big one. We're running 2 tracks. Bring your stuff on. Let's go. Really, really excited. Hope they make this an annual event. And I know I'll be there. Jonathan, you said you're to be determined, but
as far as far as harvest goes, it just depends
Yeah.
on all that.
Wouldn't hurt my feelings if it rained that day for you.
Well, yeah,
'Cause I'm going to need help for that one. I'm not even going to lie about it.
you can say it'll rain here, not there.
Yeah, true.
Jeez.
And then I've got a couple more pulls left to finish out the year. I think I'm going to go to Lawrenceburg next weekend, and I'm going to call it quits. And then October 7th, I'll go to that David Bewley Invitational to help cover it with the videos and all that. But other than that, I think we're about ready to wrap it up until we go to Indiana in January.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I'm done. Because I don't think I'll be able to make Shipshewan at all. I don't know when.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. Yeah, no.
As far as pulling goes, or just going?
Just going.
Just going in general.
Yeah.
Busy time of year. Got a few projects here and there in the shop we got to get addressed first. A few changes here and there.
Yep.
So you got to address that first.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I really hope to be going back to Shipshewan to announce again. I would love to do that.
Oh, Gordon's got a good point there.
Hang on. Okay. Oh yeah.
The Georgetown.
How can we forget about this one?
That one is one of the most interesting polls I've seen ever.
How many times did Mike Palmer run? Was it last year or the year before? I think he literally ran in something every single night.
Yeah, I think it was last year, 3, 4, 5 times he ran. And that was per tractor.
Yeah. There's some big names that show up there, and there's also some debuts that happen there. So I'm going to be curious to see how that goes.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Other than that, though, I mean, we're winding down and it's fixing to go into that kind of dead time, and that's whenever we're going to really pick up the pace. I think we're going to try to become weekly at that point.
Yeah.
There's no guarantees that we're going to stay on Sundays either. We may move our days of the week. We may move, since it's the off season, we might move our day.
Yeah. I would say for some people, our audience, I don't know I can't say the numbers or anything, but we might be down some, maybe because of football. I mean, we're getting
thinking football.
Yeah,
football season, harvest season, off season, middle of the nights. People, tonight they're just relaxing, getting ready for the next big week.
Yeah, we're probably gonna move nights to a night in the middle of the week. We haven't decided yet.
1 weekday anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say. Anybody else in the comments got anything that they want us to at least discuss or cover? Because I know we're at an hour, but we can, spare 5 minutes.
5-6 minutes, whatever y'all want to talk about.
Just Wednesday night. Wednesday night, or we seen, some luck out of the one Tuesday night show.
I don't know.
Don't want to hit anything else. It also depends on our schedules. Our schedules too for my college students too. So
we gotta bounce around.
Yeah, we still gotta talk about that.
Sometimes 4 different schedules and other shows.
Yeah. I mean, that's a great thing about having 3 or 4 of us too, is that we don't all have to be on at one time.
Correct.
If one of us are busy or something, we can figure out something else. But Justin, I like where your head's at, though. I do like that.
Anybody got any news-worthy stuff? Doesn't even have to be polling related. It can be motorsports too.
Yeah, no kidding. Nothing going on Tuesday and Wednesday nights in the fall or winter. Outlawed is on Tuesday, I think, throughout the whole year.
Outlawed every Tuesday. So Let's Go Polling is on every Monday. Outlawed is every Tuesday. Every other Wednesday is Live with Lucetto, and then the West Coast guys.
Mm-hmm. Sidetracked
is Thursdays.
Yep.
I don't know if they have a set schedule. I think they're just kind of whenever they're not.
They're
busy.
every other.
Yeah,
they're every other.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see Sidetracked back too. I mean, I've watched both shows that they did the other night, and like we said, Charles was supposed to be here with us, but he's under the weather.
Yep.
Can't fault him for that, but we're really excited to see that back.
Yeah. Every show's got their good qualities and perks.
Yeah,
Mhm.
everybody has their niches of what they're focusing on.
Right. We'll say this is nothing to do polling related. It has to do with racing side of the world. If we can get this done, and I've been in talks with a few guys, there will be a shop tour coming, and this is one really cool shop tour. And
yeah, I didn't know if we wanted to talk about that yet, but yeah, that's if we can get that done, that's gonna be really cool.
I think the way you worded it, I mean, it's going to happen. It's just a matter of when. Is that right?
matter of when, matter of owner being there,
Okay.
on his schedule when he can have us there.
Mm-hmm.
And what they can show us in the shop that they're working on. Because once we show you the pictures of what it is and what they do
and who they
work for,
are,
your minds are going to be kind of blown.
Yeah, because I mean, whenever you told us, I think our heads all spun around about 360 degrees.
On the phone call, my head exploded.
Yeah. There's another one coming too, Jonathan, that we've got to go do.
Yeah.
I need to call him here probably the next couple of weeks.
That'll just be funny.
That'll be fun.
That's going to be a bounce around harvest for him and me.
Yeah, I know. Because he said give him a call once he's done cutting beans. So, And he said he's going to need a day or so to find everything and get everything out.
Well, he said we're going to probably find something that he
don't even know it's there.
You're going to find something in the weeds that he didn't even remember.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to going and doing that. Man, we've got some exciting things coming. There's one announcement I'm going to tease now that's going to happen for us in 2024. As long as everything works out, it's going to be awesome. Come 2024 is all I'm going to say about it.
Well, we don't even know about that one.
Yeah, you do, because I told you guys the other day. This is the one I told you about.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I thought that was a maybe.
It is right now, but we'll get details worked out between now and then, I'm sure.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
So until next time, y'all, we will see y'all. Had a lot of fun tonight. Be on the lookout for our post. Facebook's been kind of playing hard on us with the algorithm here over the last couple of weeks. So if you guys see our videos, please like, share them, comment on them. It helps us out a lot.
Posts have been hard to do too. It's been kind of
we're all busy
with stuff.
Yeah,
we are all
Morgan. Why is Morgan saying? Why is my brother saying wait?
Why is he saying? Talk about John Deere that ripped.
Oh, I did see this. I guess we can.
Is it bad?
Well,
did it hurt anybody?
No, it didn't hurt anybody. But
okay,
there's a lot of speculation on what went into building this tractor. It was a light limited super stock running in Missouri. It ripped the hitch straight out of the casting.
Chew.
Mm-hmm. You could see inside the rear end.
Okay.
Now, we have yet to get more details on it. We're going to get that in the next week, but we'll address that in new safety. And when all the rules come out that changed, we'll address it again. But it ripped out of the housing. You could see inside the rear end where all the foam, the gears, everything. So they don't know what they're going to do with that one, what the situation is, what happened. So we'll get more information on it. We'll address it next time. Remind us if we don't address it next time. We remind us, anybody that's watching. So
thank you guys all for all the support too and tuning in tonight. We're looking forward to doing these a little more frequently now that pulling season is going to wrap up for me next week. And then, as I said before, we'll be at the Bewley Invitational, or not the Invitational, the Memorial Pull. I want to call it the Bewley Invitational.
Yep. So, like the new logo.
Yes, please share that around. The new logo is here.
Tell
your friends, tell all your other friends, and tell even people you don't like. That's all I'm going to say about this one.
Be on the lookout for
tell your friends, tell your enemies, tell your frenemies. So, what was it, Jonathan?
Same old song and dance, I know, but be on the lookout now that we have the logo. I mean,
we're fixing a rocket launch this thing.
Yep. So, thank y'all for everything. We'll talk to you soon.
All right. See y'all.
See ya.